I wish to extend greetings and friendly wishes to all who may encounter this Voyager and receive this message.
Enviar a todos los seres del universo un afectuoso mensaje de paz y felicidad. Que el futuro nos depare la
Ook
oportunidad.
België stuurt zijn groeten de ruimte in aan boord van de Voyager. En hoopt dat deze boodschap als ook...
And good luck, Pandisi Wanadepan. Salon, a member of the Committee on Outer Space, and we believe, say, this committee good for we...
My dear friends in outer space.
Welcome, our friendly travelers, to the Mojo Show, number 008. You were listening to the sounds of greetings recorded in 55 different languages and engraved upon the golden record, which at this moment is about 16 billion some odd miles away from Earth, the farthest known man-made object in the universe. And on that record, which was a dream of Carl Sagan's, to put it on this spaceship, in case anyone had found it in that great beyond. But on that record is a sampling of music from all over the world. And here's a track from Blind Willie Johnson that is engraved on the golden record and is flying right now about 16 billion miles away from our planet. Dark as the night, cold as the ground. And you are listening to the Mojo Show right here on WGOT-LP FM on 100.1 on your FM dial and streaming everywhere at WGOT.org. The GOAT, the G-Spot. You found it, babies. All right. Those were the haunting and immortal sounds of Blind Willie Johnson, born in the late 1890s, in Temple, Texas. Played during the Great Depression and into the 40s in various clubs, mainly in Dallas and Houston. Died in Beaumont in 1945. He had a church and a home that he lived in, which was the same structure that was destroyed in a fire in 1945, and with nowhere else to go, Johnson stayed in the ruins and in the winter winds was playing music to try to earn a little money. Contracted pneumonia. No hospital would admit him, either because of his blindness or his blackness. There is some dispute, but he died penniless and destitute in Beaumont and was buried in a grave that is still exact location is unknown. One of the pioneers of slide guitar and of Texas blues, Blind Willie Johnson, a contemporary of the more well-known Blind Lemon Jefferson, who was also playing around in Texas around that time. Texas has a long history of blues music and a diverse musical palette to draw from, with influences coming from Mexico, as well as German settlers and the travelers that were traveling the railways and the waterways, along with the cotton trade and industry, and spreading this music out from the Delta of Mississippi and New Orleans, spreading out throughout the world. And Texas was found fertile grounds. Robert Johnson recorded his seminal recordings in Texas, even though he was not from Texas. He recorded all of his recordings in San Antonio in room 414 of the historic Gunter Hotel, or else in Dallas, in the Deep Ellum area of Dallas. Robert Johnson recorded a total of 29 songs in his lifetime that are immeasurably influential in music and the blues in general. So let's hear a little more modern take on one of Robert Johnson's classics. This is ZZ Top. I believe I dust my broom.
but you can't come in. I hear you knocking. Go back where you've been. I begged you not to go, but you said goodbye. And now you come back, telling all those lies. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking. Go back where you've been. Be going from door to door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking. Go back where you've been.
All right, we just heard two tracks from the legendary Willie Nelson. One was from his excellent album Teatro, entitled "Where Are You, My Love?" The second was a cover of a Fats Domino tune that was released on a Fats Domino tribute album shortly after Hurricane Katrina. You're listening to the Mojo Show right here on WGOT, the GOAT, Gainesville's true, real community radio station. And we're dipping our toes into some Texas waters and some Texas blues. So let's hear another great, legendary songwriter from Texas, but let's hear him doing a cover of another legendary songwriter from Mississippi that happens to have some connections to Gainesville. Here is Towns Van Zant's cover of a Bo Diddley tune.
I walked 47 miles of barbed wire, over a snake for a necktie. Well, it got me a house on the roadside, made out of rattlesnake hide. Got me a chimney made on top, made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk in the yard, lean, tell me who do you love? Well, 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 who do you love? All the night was black, the sky was blue. Down the alley an ice wagon flew. Door bumped open and somebody screamed. Should have heard just what I seen. Who do you love? Oh, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? With a tombstone set in the graveyard's mine. I'm just 27 and I don't mind dying. Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? 7 miles of barbed wire. Use a cobra snake for a necktie. Well, I got me a house on the roadside, made out of rattlesnake hide. Got me a chimney made on top, made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk in the Arlene. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Well, 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 who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? There were these two drunks having this argument outside a bar. They were arguing as to whether that object up in the sky was the sun or the moon. This other drunk stumbles out of the bar and they say, one of them walks over and says, "Buddy, will you help us out? We're having an argument and we can't decide who's right." And he says, "What's the argument?" And he says, "Is that the sun or the moon?" And he says, "Oh, I don't know, man. I ain't from this neighborhood." See. All right. Play louder. Well, if I had $1 bill, yes, I believe I surely will go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Little darling, she's a red-haired thing. Man, she makes my legs to sing. Gonna buy her a diamond ring early in the morning. Always been a gambling man, rolling bones with either hand. 7 years to promised land early in the morning. Well, whiskey be my dying bed, tell me where to lay my head. Not with me is all she said early in the morning. Well, mother was a golden girl, slit her throat just to get her pearls. Cast myself into a whirl before a bunch of swine. Long way down the Harlan Road, busted back in a heavy load. Won't get through to save my soul early in the morning. Well, if I had $1 bill, yes, I believe I surely will go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Thanks, y'all.
And that was another track, an original song by the late, great Townes Van Zandt, one of the legendary singer-songwriter troubadours that emerged in the 70s as part of Willie Nelson's outlaw country music, and as a result of the fruitful mix of Tex-Mex, Mexican influence, Germanic influences, blues, and country that was happening in Texas, and is still happening amongst songwriters such as Scott Byram, who played recently here in Gainesville, Hayes Carl, and numerous others. But we got a fella right here from Gainesville that would fit right in with all of those fellers. And let's hear a little bit of that. This is one of my favorite of the local singer-songwriter type guys, and a hell of a nice guy to boot, Kyle Keller. We're going to hear his Talking Blues song called, title track actually, from his CD, The Great American Highway. Here's Kyle Keller.
Wrong note again.
something about starting your engine about 7 o'clock in the morning when you're looking down that highway with thoughts that gotta get to sort. And getting ready for a drive, thinking of the who's, the where's, and why's, and why the ways of the world end in so much suffering. So I headed out of Gainesville. I took a pit stop up in Waynesville. Someone asked for $1, gave him 5. And I was looking at all the people, all their good and all their evil. Just none of us gonna make it out of this world alive. So I busted out of that town back down the great American highway, maybe looking for a place that I could call my home. And when I looked at all the trees and all the mountains and the streams, I wonder how the hell could anyone ever feel alone? Yeah, well then I got to thinking, you know, home ain't some kind of place. It's a feel-good feeling you get down in your bones. Well, you can find it in a lover, in the winter or the summer. You can find it out here on the open road. Yeah, then my car got to shaking from all the miles that I was making, and it caught on fire, so I rolled it down a hill. And then I rolled my eyes and laughed at all the good times I've had, and that piece of shit car I wouldn't even steal. So I stuck my thumb up in the wind, and some trucker picked me up, and he said, son, I'll help you find a place to stay. Well, I said, sir, you're sure a blessing. When he asked where I was headed, I said, buddy, we're all just heading to the grave.
And you just heard Kyle Keller of Gainesville, Florida, coming to you on the Mojo Show, broadcasting to you from Florida's G-Spot, Gainesville, Florida, on WGOT, the GOAT, Gainesville's real community radio station. And to prove it, we got Kyle Keller right here in the studio. All right, we are here in the studio with the one and only Mr. Kyle Keller from Gainesville, Florida. How you doing, Kyle?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Welcome to the secret location of the Casa de Mojo broadcast studio laboratory in an undisclosed location near the city of Gainesville.
Oh, perfect. That's what it felt like driving back here. Very undisclosed.
Yeah, we're enjoying some beautiful, unseemly weather for this time of year. It's actually not miserable outside, and the life is good, man. How you been doing?
Yeah.
You been playing around?
I've been playing a bunch.
Yeah.
Just played a show with you.
Yeah.
We played at Lucy's not too long ago.
Yeah, that was a fun time at Lucy's. It's always a great place to play.
Yeah, I always enjoy playing there. So had a lot of stuff lately. I've got not a whole lot coming up until the end of next month. Then my buddy Matt Woods and I are going on tour. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, Kyle bumps around all around and about the Southeast, and you get as far as over as Texas too, don't you?
Yeah, well, not a whole lot actually. And next month we're going up to the Midwest. Texas is on the list. I got to get over there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, as I was putting this show together, doing some Texas blues, because I lived in Texas for a number of years, and they'd love you over there, man. Yeah. You'd fit right in.
And you're not the first who's told me that. I hear it a lot from folks from that area, and it's like, yeah, I gotta make a point to get over there. My buddy Rambler Kane and I were scheduled to be in Texas, but some things fell through with the bookers who were helping us out, and it kind of we had to kind of cancel those shows, unfortunately. So we ended up with like 3 on the way towards it. Like we played Apalachicola, Florida, New Orleans, and Mobile, Alabama. And so we had to cancel the last little Texas bit we had, unfortunately. So we're in the works. So we'll probably get more here soon. But coming up is Midwest, which is always fun. Matt Woods and I did that last year together, too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're going as far north as Mass City, Michigan, which is on the west side of the UP in the middle of nowhere. It's a one traffic light town, and there's nothing to do. So everybody goes to that one bar. It's called Teague's Bar. And it was great last time we played. There's a full house. So.
Yeah. So y'all see, if y'all hear about Kyle playing around here in Gainesville, make sure to go see him because this guy's he's up and going. He's not up and coming. You get it? he's getting out and around, and the name's getting out. He's got the man with the golden baritone resonant voice, and we just heard from his title track of his latest CD, The Great American Highway, which is an excellent CD, and I highly encourage everyone to purchase it and support real music. Kyle Keller, The Great American Highway. Where can folks get this CD, Kyle?
Oh, shoot, you can go on Bandcamp. Might be the best way to do it.
Bandcamp.
You can download it. You can name your price, and it goes pretty much straight to me instead of streaming platforms. So.
That's the way to do it. Or, alternatively, go to one of Kyle's shows, give him a nice tip, and he'll probably give you a CD.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he'll even sign it for you.
There might even be T-shirts for sale.
All right. Well, Kyle, we're gonna play one more. I thought we'd play I'll Never Hang Up My Hat. So we just heard The Great American Highway. These are a couple songs again from the CD The Great American Highway. Kyle is also a accomplished photographer and a fairly accomplished fossil and curio hunter. So Kyle's a great guy. One of the first guys I met when I moved into Gainesville. Excuse me. And, unlike a lot of Florida people, Kyle's friendly. Sorry, Florida.
To be fair, I'm not from here originally, right?
Yeah. What did bring you down to Gainesville?
Man, I came down here about 10 years ago. Honestly, a big part of that was the fossil hunting.
Wow.
A lot of that to do in Florida, and the state of Florida provides a permit through the Florida Museum of Natural History, so you can do it here legally, which is nice. And it was a big part of that, and also just more places to play music.
Yeah.
So I was living in South Georgia before I moved here in a little town called Nashville. There's about nothing to do there. So I had to get somewhere where I could do something. And it's close enough. My dad's still in Nashville too, so it's about 2 hours away or a little over 2 hours. So it's nice to go see him and not be too far away. He's the only family I got down here. Everybody else is up in Michigan where I was born. Yeah. So.
Well, Michigan's beautiful too.
Oh yeah, this is the time of year especially.
It's just getting between these two. We're in it. We are in what I joke, but it is kind of like the G spot of Florida. I consider it because and don't tell all the tourists. Let them go to the beaches, and
yes.
we'll stay with our springs just here, just fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Y'all leave us alone.
Yeah, we don't want it to end up like the coast over here.
Yeah. Although that may be happening as people keep retreating from further and further South Florida because of various factors. But anyway, Kyle, it is a pleasure to have you on here. And we're going to get back to some music here, but we're going to hear another track from Kyle Keller. And I'm telling y'all, do yourself a favor and go out and see some Kyle Keller. Go look him up on the internets, inner tubes. And he's out around town quite a bit when he's in town. But when he's not in town, it's hard to find him around here.
It's true.
All right. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Mike.
See ya.
Well, sometimes I just want to take off my boots and trade them in for some corporate shoes. Take off my flannel, buy me a suit, find a real job and become someone new. As much as I'd really love to slow down, I can't help but keep living fast. Oh, I'll hang up the laundry, I'll hang down my head, but I'll never hang up my hat. And so friends, if you love something, do it, and don't let your fears drive you mad. Well, you know that you look better with it, so don't ever hang up your hat. Well, sometimes I just wanna quit singing songs, 'cause I hate my voice and my songs are too long. The songs are too slow, they put folks asleep. I guess no one cares to know what they mean. But every time that I try to give up, I just end up feeling so lost. Well, I might be afraid or I might be ashamed, but I'll never stop singing my songs. And so friends, if you love something, do it. And don't let your fears hold you back. Well, you know that you look better with it, so don't ever hang up your hat. Well, friends, if you love something, do it. And don't let your fears hold you back. Well, you know that you look better with it, so don't ever hang up your hat.
And that was Kyle Keller of Gainesville, Florida. And you're listening to the Mojo Show on WGOT from Gainesville, Florida. And if you happen to be in Gainesville, Florida, say going to a Kyle Keller show, and you're downtown looking for some place to eat, check out our friends at Frenchman Street Foods. They got vegan takes on some New Orleans classics like red beans and rice. The fried green tomatoes are out of the ballpark, my babies. I'm telling you. Frenchman Street Foods. They're also at the Cypress and Grove Farmers Market every Monday with the food truck outside. Good folks, great prices, good food. All right. I can already hear the Peanut Gallery saying, "Hey, man, I thought you said this show was supposed to be about Texas blues. I don't believe what you're playing the Texas blues." Well. I told you before, I don't care too much about labels. Not so much. But I'm going to play a couple things to appease the Peanut Gallery. I don't think anyone can say this is not some Texas blues.
You know Katie May is a good girl. Folks saying she don't run around at night. You know Katie May is a good girl. Folks saying she don't run around at night. Yeah, you know you can bet your last dollar. Oh, Katie May will treat you right. Yeah, you know I try to get that woman everything in the world she need. That's why she don't do nothing, man. Lay up in the bed and read. You know she walk just like she got all the wells in her backyard. Yeah, you never had a woman hooting and hollering and crying, talking about these times being hard. You know I bought a radio. I even bought an electric fan. She said, I'm gonna lay here and read, and God know ain't gonna have no other man. Made me feel so good and so good. Till I don't know what to do. Yes, I said every dollar post sale make Katie Mae, do you know? I'm gonna bring it back home to you. And I had to call her Katie Mae. Oh, Katie Mae. Katie Mae. Oh, Katie Mae. Katie Mae, oh Katie Mae, now don't you hear me calling? That mean old Frisco and that low down Sandy. Oh, that mean old Frisco and that low down Sandy feet. Taking my baby away and it blows back out to me. Lord, I wonder, do she ever think of me? Lord, I wonder, do she ever think of me? Lord, I don't never, and I wonder where she be. Which way she go? Yes, I wonder which way my baby go. Standing at the station, listening at that whistle blow. Standing looking, while that southern whistle blow. Lord, I'm standing looking, while that southern whistle go. I was thinking about my baby, and I wonder where she go. Standing watching when it went went around the bend. Lord, I was standing watching when it went around the bend. Yes, I was standing there, was wondering, is she coming back home again? Blow one more time.
Right, we just heard a couple of tracks from Sam Lightning Hopkins, born and bred on the mean streets of Houston, Texas, and was around in the late 60s, early 70s when the Armadillo World headquarters was hopping up in Austin, and Lightning was a mentor and an influence to countless of the next generation of blues musicians, amongst whom were ZZ Top, Townes Van Zandt, and Doug Sahm and his band. Doug Sahm got together with Freddie Fender, Flaco Jimenez, and Augie Myers and created the Tex-Mex supergroup, the Texas Tornadoes. Doug Sahm also released a solo album, or a independent album, or whatever you want to call it, Doug Sahm and his band, and it featured a fiddle player by the name of Bob Dylan, of all things. Let's listen to a little Doug Sahm here.
Thought it would last
And that was the legendary Rocky Erickson, who, along with his band, the 13th Floor Elevators, pioneered psychedelic blues rock that later became much more prominent with bands such as the Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd. Rocky Erickson, a true legend, who spent most of a large portion of his adult life in mental institution. But after the death of his mother, his brother arranged for Rocky's release, and Rocky was able to get out and perform live again. And I got a chance to see him in New Orleans before he died. I think he died, I'm going to say maybe early 2000s, 2010s maybe. But it was just a fantastic show, melt your face to the wall type of show. Anyway, we are rounding out another edition of the Mojo Show, my babies, and I want to thank you for listening. And we're right here on WGOT, Gainesville's real, true community radio station. So please help us and support us creating and generating content by you and for you. Let's go out with a song from one of my favorite crazy, quirky Texas musicians, a fellow by the name of Daniel Johnson. He was another fella that spent a large portion of his adult life in and out of mental institutions, but he wrote and shared with us some really beautiful songs. So until next time, my babies, you've been listening to the Mojo Show. Be easy on yourself, be easy on each other. With much love. Bye-bye.
True love will find you in the end. You'll find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you unless you step out into the light, the light? Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until true love will find you in the end.